Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. I just applied for a job down at the diner. I told them I really bring a lot to the table. I'm envisioning those, servers who carry like 4 or 5 dishes all at once over to the table. Anyway, cool. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got playwright. For some reason, I always thought playwright was WRITE because they write plays. I don't know. What do I know, though? I can't spell for my life. Dean, roof, temple, faculty, wreath, bent, sword, garland, like Judy Garland, hay, gift, wrap, jackpot, flare, gable, and road. I mean, Clark Gable and Judy Garland. Garland is also like a decoration for Christmas, so it could be garland and wreath. But it's interesting that we have 2 last names here of, James Dean, like classic actors. Shirley Temple. So I'm kind of wondering. I am wearing purple today, so I'm gonna give a try to get purple first. But I'm also I'm very low on time today, also, so I may not. But we'll give it a quick try. Maybe if it's an easy puzzle, then I'll go for it. So it's possible that these 4. I mean, these are last names of classic actors, but they could have also built the puzzle around that. So let's see what else is going on here. Roof, things you raise, the roof. Jackpot is interesting. So as far as I know, the only thing jackpot means is like either metaphorically or non-metaphorically, you did really well. So you won the jackpot, or could mean that you literally won a bunch of money, or it could mean that something went very well for you. But what else could that go with? Are we using just the letters like jack or pot? I'm not really seeing a great way to do that. Okay, let's look at something else then. Hay? Hay is for horses. Hay, wrap, road. Huh. So what would wreath go with? Okay, so let's do 2 options. One is wreath could go with garland. I'm pretty sure garland is a decoration, right? What else would we decorate with? Flare. You could decorate with hay, like those farm parties, but I mean, gift, wrap. They're next to each other though. Ooh. Bent. What about faculty? So faculty could be like staff at a university, like people who teach at a university, or teach anywhere. Or it could be you have like the ability to do something. You have the faculty to do it. You have the ability. I still don't know what playwright wants to go with. Maybe playwright and jackpot are both using letters, like wordplay, or maybe it's fill in the blank. I don't know. But it makes me. I'm thinking these are purple because they're kind of like trivia last namies. That fair. That's very sorry, not purple. I'm thinking they're not purple. I'm thinking they're blue because they're like trivia last namey things, which is a very blue thing to do. And I'm thinking playwright and jackpot are purple, although I have no idea what purple is. They just feel like purple words. Like, what are we going to do with them otherwise? So why don't I just circle those purple for now, and just to signify that I think those we're going to do something with fill in the blank or wordplay with those. Wrap. Gift. Okay, faculty and gift could be synonyms. Like you have the flair, the gift, the faculty. So you have the ability. You're good at something. Is kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know a good category name, but that's the best I've come up with. Now, would playwright, jackpot, or any of these work with that? So far, none of the red ones have really gone with anything, so I do think we're on the right track with that. The only thing I can think of is jackpot would be. It feels very different though. It doesn't feel like it quite fits. But like jackpot could be like you're very successful at something, like you hit the jackpot. But I don't know. What else could mean that? Faculty flair gift. Bent? I don't think so. I don't think so. Wrap, roof, wreath. What else is wreath going with? If not garland. Huh. Maybe with wrap? Like just something that covers something else? We also have sword. All right. I'm going to circle this as like yellow just to signify that I think this might be a category, but I can't find the fourth, which is kind of a problem today. What's sword going with? I mean, we're not doing something dumb like silent W's, right? I don't think so. I mean, we could. It breaks my purple, but my purple's not very good anyway. I don't know. The sword is sword. I kind of change how I say the S with the W, but I feel like it could be argued as a silent W. This just has the word in it. I don't know. Is this just silent W? Okay, I'm gonna erase the purple. Oh my gosh. Okay, what happened? I'm gonna erase the purple. And I'm going to circle as green silent W. I really don't know what the colors are going to be, but I probably shouldn't cover up the word, huh? Need to be a little more careful. So is this just silent W's? And then that leaves, okay, so I still need something with faculty flair gift. Maybe jackpot goes with it, and that would mean hay, bent, roof, and road are purple. Hay, bent, roof, and road. Bent is past tense. Starts with Ben, a person's name. So, okay, maybe we're doing something like starting with a man's name. Ben, Jack. I have to look very carefully. Play is not a man's name. I don't know. Dean on its own is, but let's see. Rue. Maybe not. Jack and Ben. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I can't come up. Okay, I think I'm going to have to try some of these categories. I think the first thing I need to try is this one. I'm not going to be able to get purple first. I mean, I could, like, it's possible I could gamble and say, I think these four are purple and just like go with it and claim I got purple first. But if I don't understand the category, I don't think I deserve the purple first there. So let's just try the last names first. Okay, and so that was blue. That's what I expected. So let me fix the green and the two reds that got displaced. So wreath, sword, wrap, and playwright. Oh, they're all messed up. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna get rid of the pen at this point because I don't need it. So let's see is silent W correct? It is silent W. Okay. And so then I guess it's got to be jackpot. Faculty, jackpot, gift, and flair? No, so it's not jackpot. So it's just something I don't know. So I have to figure out what the other category is then, because I can't just chase this one away. What else could possibly mean the same as faculty, flair, and gift? Even if removing jackpot's not the right thing, I still need something that goes with it. Roof, bent? Maybe bent as in like what you're bent towards doing. I don't know. I wouldn't use it that way, but let's try it. Aptitude. I don't know why bent is an aptitude. Like, I can maybe justify it. Oh, bent starts with Ben. Is that what I had before? No, I think that is what I saw before. Ben and Jack. I don't think there was another one. Jackpot, hay, roof, and road. Well, I haven't figured it out by now. So I wouldn't have quite gotten purple first had I tried. Words that are used in common phrases. I don't know. I really have no idea. Oh, it is all hit the. I said hit the jackpot how many times? Hit the hay means to sleep. Hit the road means to go off and drive. Hit the roof. Just like things are going crazy, right? Everything hit the roof. I feel like if fan were in here, maybe I would have figured that out. Like it hit the fan. All right. This one was weird. Like the silent W really throws you off. Are these really the last names, or are we supposed to split them up? Like yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 for that reason. It was a bit of a struggle for me, but who knows? Interesting. I wonder why it's circular down here. There's probably more going. Oh, that's a sword. It's a sword in the shape of roads. That's fun. Okay. They give it a 2.5, so a whole point lower than what I would give it. Let's check the bot. Okay, yeah, that's more in line with what I thought. 5 out of 5, 54% solve rate. All right. I was 1 in 575. That is pretty darn common, considering I made a weird mistake there. So yeah, people are getting the last names first. That's not too surprising. Bent still. Huh. Wow, really evened out for second. And then ever. Oh, yeah. So people either got it or they didn't. 23% got nothing at all, which honestly, I don't blame. Like, if you don't know, this is trivia, right? And whenever there's a trivia category, there's going to be a large section of people who just don't know that trivia, and then you can't do it. Silent W is like, is it really going to be that? Like, that's too simple for a connections category. It's almost on the edge of shouldn't be a connections category, in my opinion. Like, they don't do, these words start with C, but it seems like they'll do pretty things that are pretty darn close to that. All right. And then blue and yellow are the more commonly gotten ones for people who failed. So yeah, this is like the Christmas theme that I was like holiday trimmings. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it didn't quite work for me. But I mean, it's completely reasonable to have tried it. Festive flourishes. So more of that. Treating garland as the decoration rather than as the last name is completely reasonable considering the other things that are in this puzzle. Trying to, I don't know. This is just trying to figure out blue purple. Maybe, I don't know. Is hay a last name of someone? I'm not familiar if so. And then yeah, jackpot ability. Like I think that this is a reasonable. I mean, obviously I did it, but I think it's reasonable to try to put jackpot in with that. Like bent, meaning that is a bit strange to me. All right. Let us look at what people did first. So blue first with no mistakes first is 25%. 18% tried the gifts. So I do wonder how many of that 18% then turned around and just gotten the blue. Yellow first, purple first. Yeah, I said hit the jackpot so many times. You were yelling at me, I'm sure. If I had realized that, I may have figured out all these. I probably would have. All right, cool. I think that's really all I want to look at. I'll go through this a little slower because it was a hard game today. But I think with my order, like anyone who got even one thing, suddenly the number of mistakes goes way down on this one. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Army greeting, like away. Army greet. How do you greet with your arm? Okay, I'm going to skip that for now. Undiluted, or a country with its vowels swapped. Undiluted, or a country with its vowels swapped. So when you're undiluted, you're pure. So then that's Peru with the vowel swapped, yeah. Ballroom dance, or a country with its vowel swapped. let's see. Tango, I believe so. Yeah, Tonga is a country. Played a role. Acted. Eisenberg of The Social Network. That's Jesse, right? I don't know if I'm spelling Jesse right. Ketchup brand is Hunts. Eggs on is urges. You egg someone on, you urge them. Crystal lined rock is a geode, so it's Jesse, and then that's geode. All right, cool. And this was Taj Mahal. Nice. Oh, marathoner's concern is pace. I could see someone filling race in there and then being very confused for the whole puzzle. Wow, that's quite a nice red herring built in there. You could also easily fill Heinz here and get super confused. H-E-I-N-T. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay. So not that. For some reason in my mind it fit. Cool. Yeah, I just didn't know how to spell Jesse correctly. I guess Jesse with the E at the end is more the man's name, and then Jesse with the I at the end is the woman's name. Is that right? Anyway, let me know how you did. Let's do strands. Today's theme is slithering away like snakes. I mean, obviously snake is the first thing that's going to come to mind with that. Rattlesnakes? Yeah, so... Ooh, how do I do rattle? Sorry. I thought I could do rattle, but it would be rattle. I'm pretty sure rattle's still spelled the same way for the snake. Is there no other way to path this? Here we go. Rattlesnake. So we've got rattle here. So can I say snake anywhere? Snake. Boa is here, but I mean boa is not gonna be on its own. What would it be? Boa constrictor is usually what I hear, but I feel like there's, I don't know, is python here? Python is right there. Okay. I'd like to get the spanogram first, so why don't we just circle the ones we found? So, rattle? Like that? Wait, there's two ways to do rattle. Hold on. Because I can also do rattle like that. Okay, so rattle can't lock in because there's two ways to do it. Now, when I say two ways to do it, some people get confused. If there were two ways to draw it using the same exact nodes, that's fine. Like just two paths. But using different nodes, that's not fine. Because if this wasn't what they expected, if they expected you to do this, it would still have to lock in as a valid word, but it wouldn't lock in as yellow, and you would think rattle wasn't a word. It wouldn't let you do the same word again. So they just avoid that situation entirely by never designing a puzzle that has that. So we got to be doing like rattlesnake, or like, I don't know how we're distinguishing these R's, unless, you know, rattle could easily be a red herring too. But I am seeing python here. So why don't we circle python at least? And I'm glad I didn't try rattle because that was not going to lock in unless I'm confused. I don't think I am. So how do we, what's going on? Yeah, so this is adder. So we've also got adder here. So we're closing in. We're constricting our options. Isn't there like a not bomba? What is it? The black, or what? Oh, sorry, the I can't quite remember what it's called. Is that what this is? Mamba. Maybe it's black mamba. Yeah. So here's mamba, right here. I don't think we have black before it, so I think it's just mamba. So that means our spanogram goes left to right or right to left. Ent, boar. I'm so confused about the rattled over there, but serpents. I bet you serpent is our spanogram. So let's do that. Perfect. And now I can actually get the ones I circled. So let's try mamba and python and adder. Oops. And now we can get rid of our pen tool. All right. So what's left? Viper is right here. I just have to be really careful about rattle. Cobra. It's really telling me that it's going to be... We have anaconda. Rattler. Oh. I don't think I've ever heard rattler before. Is that a different kind of snake or just another way of saying rattlesnake? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I avoided that issue of it not locking in. All right. So I got my ranks perfect. Very nice. I don't want to hear comments about pen tool being not actually spanogram first. Like if I see it in my head, it's the same thing. Just helps you see it too. All right. Cool. Well, let's spin the bonus wheel and see what we're playing today. All right, let's give it a spin. Our members add bonus games that I randomly picked to play. All right, now Kelpsy, this is the first time it's come up, even though it's been on the wheel entirely. So Kelpsy read, whichever one. Wants an 11 by 11 queens. I will try my best to see if there is a way to do an 11 by 11 queens, but if not, I'll just do today's queens. I don't think the LinkedIn Games lets you have a past catalog, but we'll see. All right, I couldn't figure out how to do an 11 by 11, so we're doing this 9 by 9. That's today's. I apologize that I don't know how to do an 11 by 11, but if you explain in the comments, then maybe I can do it later next time. Obviously, that we need a queen. We need a queen here. So what we're doing is we have to put a queen in each region. There was one queen in every row, every column, and every region. And also, a queen cannot touch another queen, so it can't be diagonal with another queen either, directly diagonal. So let's think. There's a queen in one of these two, which means these cannot be queens because otherwise we would repeat in the column. So there's a queen in one of these two, meaning these can't be queens. Let's see. There's a queen in one of these two, so these can't be queens. That does put one here. Queen in one of these two means these are not queens. There's a queen in one of these two for this gray region, so these are not queens. How many times am I going to say that? Let's see. What else do we have going on here? There may be a counting argument. So this row is going to need a queen, and it has to come from this dark purple, meaning we can't put another queen in dark purple. So this row is going to need a queen, so it's got to go there. Let's see. So this is fun. There's a queen in one of these two here, and then green has a queen in one of these three or one of these three. So that's going to use up both of these rows. So I can't put queens in these cells here because otherwise I need to place two queens, one in gray and one in green, and so I have to use this row and this row to do it. So there's a queen in one of these two. I think we may have already known that also. That would have been another way to do that. So how are we resolving these? Probably by having a queen placed somewhere in here. Maybe there's something vertically going on. Yes, here, this vertical needs a queen. Now this one does. Column, I should say. All right, so there's a queen here for the gray. Okay, so a queen in one of these three, whichever one it's in, it's going to touch this guy here, meaning the queen has to be here, and now that puts the queen there, and we're done. All right, there was actually another bit of logic I could have done to do that, but I don't even know if I can inspect my grid. Cool. Well, yeah, can't even look at it again, but there's kind of a logic of, pull up my pen tool again. If you know... If you know a queen must be either here or here, then wherever that queen is, it's going to see this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell. So that's a really nice pattern to see. So not only does it eliminate from the rest of the row, but I didn't do this in this solve. I should have. It also eliminates from the two above and the two below. This domino. Very, very powerful in queens. If you're interested in playing more of queens, for some reason they renamed it. It's usually called Star Battle. So Star Battle, there's a lot of Star Battles you can find online if you just kind of want to play them, and they can get more complicated than what Queens usually does. Cool. Well, that is it for this video. If you would like to watch Wordle, you just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. There is also a pinned comment with all of the games that I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.